Ashish, thank you for joining us.
Really a pleasure, Benji. Thank you so much for inviting.
Thank you. Let's start with you, if you are ready. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Surely, Benji, about me, I have almost 20 years of experience in corporate finance. I did my master's from UK, studied MBA, and then was spent 10 years in aerospace and defense, working for Airbus in Europe. And there I was doing controlling, understanding the manufacturing, the engineering and operations. And then I developed my career into mergers and acquisition, which allowed me to travel to different continents, understanding different business propositions, and buying and selling companies, taking care of international controlling. I moved from aerospace and defense to maritime and shipping with Maersk. So there I spent a couple of years understanding the cargo business, global logistics and shipping, and currently I am running the global wealth management consultancy in India, and we provide consultancy to foreign companies, mostly European, to come to India and understand the market and perform the expansion. So that's about me.
That's really inspiring. Thank you. Based on your experience, I have a question about Indian startup ecosystem. What is the biggest cultural advantage or challenge within the India's startup ecosystem?
See, when we talk about India, of course, the benefit, the advantage from the corporate lens, from the business perspective, it's a big market, right? The first thing, when you want to come to India to sell anything, to start anything, there's a huge population, 1.4 billion people. It's the purchasing power is increasing, the salaries are going high, so overall the market dynamics are on the positive side. So the markets are positive. Then I think second advantage is not looking from the revenue perspective, but also from the supply chain perspective. If you look at India, there is a huge talent of IT. So you want to have a tech teams in India. You want to do software developments. You want to understand the artificial intelligence. There, the high tech resources are provided from India. On resources, R&D, research and development as well. So that is, let's say, the second advantage. And third is a lot of big companies consider India as their production houses as well to export from India. So I would say that is more, let's say, from the lens, from the advantage. But of course, it comes from as a huge complexity also when you want to operate in India. I would say the first one is basically the cultural gap. I would say, when you come from Europe or other continents to India, the language barrier, how we, develop the teams. So that's the first barrier, which is very visible. What I have also experienced from my client feedback, right? The second challenge is always, understanding that India as a market requires a lot of patience, right? You need to come, you need to spend some time, understand the local narrative. And business doing in India is very much emotional. People needs trust building. It's not only meritocracy, it's about building the trust, the supply chain, the relationship, and then slowly it evolves. So it requires plenty of years of relationship building as well. And the businesses who have done that for decades, they do pretty good in India. So I would say that's another big challenge.
Yeah, thank you. What about India's strategic market for founders and global companies? Why has India has become a strategic market? You mentioned before cultural challenge and advantages. Now I'm asking for founders and global companies.
Yeah. So see, like if you look at last 50 years in India, right? If you go to any country, top 50 companies, they are already operating in India. Yeah. Let's say the list of American, European, Turkey, Asian, Middle East, you take their big names, they're already in India. Now the question is what happens to the next 100 or 250 companies of each country who would like to come to India? The new startups, the small medium enterprises who would like to come to India, how they see India as a market. So I would say the potential is huge. Every month we see a lot of interest, a lot of fair and trade happening in big cities where a lot of foreign companies participate. They have excellent products, and the Indian economy welcomes that, because if you look at the growth for next 20 years in India, of course it will come organically from Indian companies, but we also need foreign technology and participation to lead that growth in India. It will not only come just because the Indian companies will develop. So I would say it's a partnership 50-50, where Indian companies will also take the growth factor, and then foreign companies can come with infrastructure, with the technology, the nice products, quality products. Like recently, we have seen huge success from Apple iPhones, right, which is a huge market. We have seen entrings of Tesla car companies, right, who are entering into India market with big expansion plan. This is for the big names, I would say, but same would apply for the small medium enterprises to come. The only thing is you have to stay. Be patient. Don't come with big expansion strategy. Come with small, pilot projects. Learn the market. Develop a small team in India, and from there you gradually grow. So you can manage the cost, as well in India.
To provide trust, I think funders need local partners, right? Is it important in
Absolutely.
India?
Yeah. You are right. I think because within India also they are very it's different from North India versus South, East, and West. They are multi states, right? It's a multiple states in India, and with local languages, local culture. So having an Indian partner who understands the outside world, right? If you are coming from a different continent, and if local partner understand that cultural gap, that can really be benefiting for any foreign company to come to India, where the cultural gaps can be bridged immediately. So having a local partner who can provide that trust, understanding, and can provide that insights of the Indian industries, the consumer taste, the consumer behaviors, how the industries are developing, what are the government policies are, how the industry looks for next 10 years, and if these kind of insights can be provided by local partner, that is really benefiting.
Yes, that's a great point. Thank you. What would you say are three core factors that define the Indian opportunity?
See, if we really pinpoint to three, I would say first is, as I said, it's a huge market, right? As an opportunity, we are talking about 1.4 billion people. Of course, there's a different purchasing power of the people, but again, there's a huge middle class, and let's say the people who have the buying capacity, right? So that is the first clear benefit, that you have to see the country as a market also to come launch the products, and really stay, provide the quality. That's a great opportunity. Second, I would say that think it is as a supply chain,
Mhm.
yeah, where you can get the talents of India from different industries, IT, as well as engineering services, financial services. We have back offices also, right, where we are providing quality services. So it's also the supply chain which can be developed in India, which can provide high quality services at the reasonable cost, so that the ultimate, the company has a benefit. So I would say that's the second opportunity, to have India as a supply chain partner. And third, I would say consider India as a future research and development partner, right? I would say today the world is moving towards more to artificial intelligence. Gone are the days where mechanical products or engineering products will remain on the core skills. Now AI can enhance, right? It can enrich the supply chain lens. And with India, with great software developments, artificial intelligence lens, that could be additional opportunity.
Perfect. Thank you. For companies from Turkey and Europe looking to expand into India, what would you suggest them for first strategic step?
For first strategic step, see that what we are also doing in our consultancy for last 3 years. So I will tell you more about my personal experience when we are talking to companies from Switzerland, coming from Germany, coming from Italy, and also we had one logistic company coming from Turkey as well. Right. I would say that what we say is let's start with small steps, so that we learn the processes of each other, right? We can understand what is needed from the cultural side, from the process side, the standard SOP, if we can share that what exactly is needed at what speed. so that it's not like, you come to India and we over promise anything or under promise, right? So I think it's very important, the company who wants to come to India, to find one trustable partner and start with a small step. Don't come to India with a big expansion plan and you spend millions or billions of dollars, right? And the strategy is not correct. So whiteboard strategy is great, but I would say set up a small team and, start from there, learn the consumer behaviors, and that would be the first step.
Thank you. That really makes sense. Do you have any final message you'd like to share with our community?
To the community, I would say, see, it's India wants to learn with outside world, right? We are a predominantly agriculture based economy in the past, right? From the centuries, development is something new for a country, right? We have developed industries in software, let's say, that are core strength. From the services perspective, we are welcome to learn, and collaborate with the outside world to know how we can be part of the supply chain. So community is welcome, right, to India, collaborate, become a partners, and make this place more, lively and happy, so we can all take mutual cooperation and benefit out of it.
Mhm. Thank you so much, Ashish. This was really such a thoughtful and inspiring conversation. I hope to see you again.
Okay, no, thank you so much for taking out your time. It was equally exciting for me to be on this call.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and see you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks to you.